Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you, come along and see it's true.
Hello everybody and welcome to another video in London, England. Oh, that's amazing timing. England. About a month ago, I went on an Indian food tour in New York City and I had so much fun and I had such a good reaction to it, like with people sending me messages and people sending me suggestions on like what to eat next, that I knew I had to do it again in London. And the reason being is that England is one of the biggest, I think the biggest population outside of India of Indian people. So anyway, I'm so excited to taste some like real England Indian food. So let's just get started. Okay, so I'm here at the Indian YMCA where I have a big plate of just incredible looking Indian food, from chicken curry to vegetable curry to kind of a beetroot salad, biryani, and a sort of dal. I mean, just look at that chicken. The flavoring on the chicken is just wonderful. Like, it has a bunch of seasonings on it. The way it's cooked is just perfectly. It's a tiny bit dry, unfortunately, but that might be because I'm not a huge fan of meat. And now for the vegetable curry. The vegetable curry is potatoes, carrots, and peas, and an amazing amount of spices. Now, something that I do like about the vegetable curry is there are an incredible amount of spices in there, and it does like pack a punch. However, this vegetable curry, what's good about it is it does like pack the punch of those flavors, but it also allows to taste, you know, the natural flavors of the vegetables. For me, that's a really important part in Indian cuisine and also just any cuisine in general, because, you know, like if you don't taste every ingredient in there, like, what's the reasoning behind it? Now for the beetroot salad. I've never actually had this before, so I'm really excited to taste this. Wow, I really was not expecting that flavor. Like the flavoring behind it. Oh no, it went in the dal. Yeah, there's just a wonderful like cardamom like on top, like with like some masala. Oh my gosh, there it goes again. It keeps getting in my dal. Now this is what separates this salad from the rest, the cardamom seed right here. It just packs like an incredible flavor into the food, and if you open it, you can eat it, but it's really strong. Also, there is the vegetable biryani, and I'm a huge fan of biryani because of the spices and also like how it makes rice just like become a whole other type of food.
Biryani's my favorite food, and I'm sure you will like it too. Although my weight is 92, I'm in love with biryani.
That was something else. That was like an incredibly different experience that I have never experienced with Indian food. The cool thing about that place, like what's so just different about it, is that everybody in there is, well, most people, like 99% of people are from India, like kind of either studying here or on vacation, because the first thing about that place is it's a hostel. However, the restaurant is also very famous as well for locals and also just like people that have an appreciation appreciation for Indian food. Now, although they are hostile because they have this like massive like Indian like population like coming in there and staying there, they have to produce incredible Indian food. So not only are Indian people there, but there's a bunch of locals that don't even stay there that are just eating the hostile restaurant's food. So anyway, Indian YMCA hostile restaurant, a big thumbs up. Okay, so the next place we're gonna go to, it's on account of all the things that you guys sent in. I received so many like DMs on Instagram and so many like just messages on my email like detailing like all the Indian food I should eat. And because I received so many, I was like, okay, well what kinds of Indian food should I eat? And I decided to just check out this buffet, supposedly one of the best buffets in London, I think. Hi, just one. Okay, so I'm here at the Poori House, and I'm having their all-veg buffet. In the vegetarian buffet, it looks like there is like a bunch of like potatoes, cauliflowers, mixed vegetables, and also many dal. Anyway, I'm so pumped to just dive into this, so let's just get to eating. Alright. Yeah, I checked out the Whitechapel area too. Do you know it?
Whitechapel. This one.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, like yeah, the Bengali food. Oh yeah.
I like curry. Where is my curry? My curry is freezing. Warm it up.
That was just absolutely wonderful. Now we're gonna go on to, I guess, the second round. I think on this plate, I've officially tried everything. So, all right. So this is round 2. For round 2, I decided to go with kind of the like chickpeas, beans, and also like colder, like more salady like dishes, along with, of course, the like fried and amazingness of the Indian cuisine. I'm also very interested to see what this guy actually has inside of it and the flavors, so let's start off with that one. Wow. It's definitely potatoes, but it like erupts with flavor. Like I'm not too sure what this specifically is there, but it really just like immerses your mouth with like just flavor. This is great. And it's in more of like a, not really like a roti or a naan, but it's more like in a like traditional pancake.
To me came about 12:30 and I paid for the curry. It was £5.
Okay. That was awesome. That was like a full-on, oh, I am so bright. That was really actually quite cool. Like just being in like a setup where like everybody was on top of each other. Like the reason why I didn't do really like the review like on every single type of food was I was literally sitting next to a guy. There was a guy across from me, and I was like, they were okay with me filming, but like I didn't want to like ruin their lunch. Anyway, it was also so cool because, you know, there were so many different types of like vegetable dishes, and I think I tried like a bunch of your guys' recommendations from kind of the messages that I got, and also just overall like the things that I was interested in trying. Anyway, after 2 restaurants, 1 buffet, 1 massive buffet, I'm a little bit full now, a little bit. So hi. It's my first time here. Would you suggest like eating anything, or I'm looking for like more of a dessert, like a sweet.
Everything is sweet.
Everything's good?
Sweet.
But would you suggest like anything special or?
Other one is this one is soft one. This is little bit hard.
Okay, cool.
Same taste.
Same taste.
Same
Okay.
taste.
Are there like ones with different taste, like, or are they all same taste?
Same.
What's your favorite one out of these?
Take gulab jamun.
Okay, I'll take one of
many?
those. Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Is there anything sweet that you would say I have to try?
Dry is all of sweet.
But it's hard to choose because there's so many.
Take you want dry one is that one is color and it's very nice and half sheet.
Okay.
That one.
Okay, I'll take one of these then too, yeah. Okay, so these are the Indian sweets that I just found. This is called the Habshi Hawala, which has milk, wheat, flour, sugar, butter oil, cashews, almond, and of course, spices. You know, it's the consistency of like a toffee with like Indian spices connected to it. Like if you take a look at like the side here, like all you can see there is like almonds, like little pieces of nuts, and also like the Indian spices just like surrounding it all. Next is kind of like the more like well-known gulab jamun. It's a dessert made from milk curd, full cream milk, wheat flour, semolina, butter oil, sugar, syrup, and of course cardamom. Now I have had this before, but I've never had it in England, so I'm excited to see like the difference between what I've had in India and also what I've had in New York. Oh wow. Wow. This is just like the perfect example of like the cardamom and the sugar syrup just going together and making like a picture perfect Indian dessert. Oh God. Honestly, like this could be considered, like if you were to put it in more like a westernized terms, this could be considered like the donut of India. And this thing is just like, oh, like this is just exploding. Like this is a dessert that's like, it cleanses the palate. It's just like such a sweet, like amazing, like rich flavor. And it's just like texturally, like it's just so satisfying. Oh. Honestly guys, today was just like incredible fun. Like I personally love Indian food and I love eating in New York. I love going to India, like conversing with the people. But this was really special. You know, in New York, the Indian food, it's outstanding. It's like one of the best that I've ever tasted outside of India. But honestly, like no kidding you, London, like all of the ingredients, like all of the cardamom, all of like the, you know, pepper flakes, all of like the, you know, curries, like they tasted like they were spiced in India. Now, with the exception of that chicken, today's food was like, it was definitely the best I've had outside of India. And something that was so cool was just like conversing with, you know, the first generation, the second generation, the people that are just here on travel from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, because these countries, these literally used to be a part of the UK. And for me, that's one of the most special things in the world. Like sitting down with somebody, eating their food, talking with them, listening to their story, like just experiencing their culture in a few minutes, like that. I mean, that's my world right there. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.